That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it,
Yeah.
hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster. I'm winning any motherfucking way I can, Lou.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So yeah, looking for a $15 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated, preferably through Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs. If you want me to stay on 2 hours. And I'll also accept Super Chat and Super Sticker. Not preferred though, because YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. But 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Hit the like button, hit the like button. All right, we about to get started. Bear with me, bear with me.
You don't have a license. I don't want to ever see you driving in Bridgeport again until you get your license straightened out. You understand me? Do you understand me? I do.
You understand him? Yes, you do.
And on top of that.
Okay. So, see, the bitch is supposed to shut the fuck up for the most part during traffic stops. It's gonna be best for everybody if the bitch just shut the fuck up and just talk when she's talked to, speak when she's been spoken to. That's gonna yield the best results in these situations with police officers. um, but as we can see, we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break it down slow. We probably not gonna watch this whole video, but the police officer was talking to the man saying, "I don't ever want to see you driving again." I don't know if he saw him driving and then they switched seats. I don't really know what's going on, or maybe he saw him driving earlier that day and then he see him in the car and you're like, "I don't want to see you operate the vehicle until you get your license straight." Whatever the case may be, the cops a dick. We don't like cops. I don't like cops. Well, let me not speak for y'all. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the popo. But I know how to conduct myself. I'm black. I know how to play it cool. So I would use my context clues or whatever you want to call it, and I would say, "Oh, this cop, this piece of shit cop is cutting me some slack." So let me just say, yes, I understand. Yes, I understand, officer. Swallow all my pride. Yes, I understand, officer. I ain't gonna put no extra sauce on it. Thank you so much, sir. I'm so appreciative, sir. We ain't gonna do all that, but you know what? Yes, I understand, officer, and just leave it at that. Keep it moving. But ignorant, slow motherfuckers just can't do that. I don't know if some people are just stupid or if they're literally mentally ill. But I ain't got time to try to figure it out. But let's continue. So far, what's the problem? The problem is the bitch is talking too much, belittling her man. But okay, to give the bitch some credit, she is right. And that's not a good thing. Not to say a woman can never be right in a relationship, but if your woman is the voice of reason in this situation, you're not a fucking man. Okay, let's not do the you're not a man thing. Look, you're not in a position to lead a woman or have a woman. If in a situation like this, she's the voice of reason. I'm gonna say that one more time. You shouldn't have a woman, and you're not in a position to lead a woman if she's the voice of reason in a situation like this. But let's continue.
Yes, you do.
And on top of that, I'm gonna pass you. But I saw you operating a motor vehicle. I could cite you right now. Do you want to argue this? Okay. Okay, no problem. You want to do that? No problem. You're going to sit there and you're going to get your citation for operating a motor vehicle without a license. Miss, keep your vehicle right there.
Less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to say again, there's no point in trying to argue with cops. Just take your ticket or just shut the fuck up when you have the opportunity to shut the fuck up, and when somebody's, cutting you some slack. You just had to argue it. Certain people they love to argue, they can't just let shit go.
Into the officer writing the citation, the suspect impatiently gets out of the vehicle.
Get back in your vehicle. Back in the vehicle. Get back in the vehicle. I'm going to tell you one more time. Don't get back out.
Now, this is a black man. This is a black man, y'all. I don't know if he forgot he was black. I don't know what's up with this black dude and why he has caucasity, white audacity, caudacity. I don't know why this black man have caudacity. He has a some type of Jamaican outfit on. I'm sure T. Orlando would say, "Oh, he's a tether. He don't understand how I work in the States." I don't get involved in that tether shit. That's just Satan trying to keep us divided. Um, yeah, Satan is doing a cabbage patch right now. Anytime he sees, human beings finding new ways to be divided and be at each other's throats. Yeah, Satan does the butterfly every time we find a reason to bicker and argue and be at odds with our fellow human. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga. This nigga getting out the car.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What kind of shit is that?
Unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door now. Unlock the door. Unlock the door. I'm going to bust the window. Okay. No problem.
So clearly this motherfucker is mentally ill. I can't come up with any other explanation. Now he locking himself in the door, talking about I'm not gonna open, go ahead and bust it out. Yeah, ain't wrapped too tight. Now, keep in mind, they have 3 children in the background. Or maybe I didn't mention that. But yeah, they have 3 children in the back seat. So these people aren't fit to have custody of children. They really aren't. It's fucking stupid. And let's be real, those kids pretty much don't stand a chance. I'm not gonna say they don't stand a chance. It's very unlikely that any of those kids will grow up to be worth a damn. Unfortunately. If these are the fucking idiots who are rearing them, if that's the right word. What up, Rare Breed Gang? RB Gang. Let me know something in the live chat. Just let me know you rocking with me today, this good morning. that we're blessed to have another day on this planet. Just let me know you rocking with me. Shout out to my Rumble lights. All my Rumble lights, hit the like. Rumble lights, let me know something in the live chat on Rumble.
Problem. Thank you. Step out. Step out.
Yeah, my baby is
Step out.
crying. Like,
Come here.
she
Step
needs to
out.
eat.
My baby is crying in the back. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Why do dingbats think if I say, "Oh, my kids are in the back," that'll negate if I just committed a crime or if I just resisted arrest or whatever I just did that's having a cop try to get me out of a car. Me saying, "Oh, my baby crying." Oh, okay, so never mind. You guys go on your way. I'm not even gonna write you the ticket now because your baby's crying. So, yeah, go ahead. Be on your way. Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. Is it to be expected from a nigga in a Bob Marley outfit with matching plastic wristbands? What, smoking a square or a black and mild? I guess it's to be expected. Is that racism? I need answers.
Come here. Step out. Step out.
Why?
Come on.
He
Come on.
wants
You
to
want to be
sit down.
disorderly?
Why?
Let's go.
He
Let's
wants
go.
Why?
Let's go.
He wants
Why?
to disorderly.
Stop resisting. Stop
Excuse
resisting.
me.
Don't interfere. You're going to go
Excuse
too.
me.
5704 Central. Send me additional units. I got a male resisting.
Don't interfere.
So some people just be itching to get popped. Now see, the only reason why I wouldn't want them to get popped, both of them, is because the little ones are in the back. That's the only reason I wouldn't want them to get popped. I mean, you're literally begging to get smoked. Let's talk about Austria D real quick. The ball guy from all my memes. I heard AD say something I heavily disagree with. Not that I never disagree with him, but he basically said he didn't say like Charlie Kirk deserved what he deserved, but he basically said, "Hey, it is what it is. You talk shit, you get smoked. I mean, if you get smoked, oh well, it is what it is. You shouldn't have been talking shit," kind of vibe. And it's like that is such a horrible take as a human. And I get it. I mean, a lot of people probably feel the same way, but me personally, even if he was the leader of the Ku Klux Klan, like if the only crime or the only gripe, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. If the only thing we can confirm that he did was talk shit about black people and hate black people, he didn't like behead a bunch of black people or something, and his worst infraction was just walking around talking about how he don't fuck with black people and he hate black people. I don't think the penalty for hating black people should be getting shot in the neck in public. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too humane. Maybe I have too much compassion for some of you. But regardless of if Charlie Kirk was a racist or a really bad guy or not, I don't think words should be worthy of public deletion by shot to neck. I don't think the penalty for being racist should be public execution by shot to the neck. And if you do, something is seriously wrong with you. I just want to make that very clear. It's just my humble opinion. But this dude right here is begging to get popped. I just wanted to say that.
Don't interfere.
Wrong guy.
My kids are in the car, so maybe this nigga shouldn't be trying to fight a fucking cop. I think the responsibility is on you guys. Well, John says I agree. Plus, Charlie Kirk never talked shit about black people. Well, let's just say I just want to go to the extreme. Let's go to the extreme to really drive my point home. Let's say he went to college campuses and talked about how he hated black people, and he was trying to go to college campuses to convince other people to hate black people. I still don't think the proper punishment for that should be a public execution by shot to the neck. I'm going to say it again. If you do, something is seriously wrong with you. I don't see. I just want to keep driving that home because people's like, well, he was a racist. I don't care if he was a racist. I'm tired of that word getting used. People shouldn't be killed for being a racist. I actually don't even think people should be beat up just because, hey, I don't like black people. I don't think somebody should be beat up because they don't like black people. And yes, I'm black. You motherfuckers get too butthurt about racism. I don't like it either. Racist, like, but see, here's the thing too. I don't just call everything racism these days. Everything is racist. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. But me, I actually really do kind of dislike true racists. They kind of irk me, and I just think they're really stupid. But still, don't think they should be killed or beat up. Now, to be clear, I am somebody who maybe do think some people should be pewed and beat up. But it would be based on something they did, never something they said or something how they felt. Like to me, that's where I kind of draw the line. And even the people that I do think, okay, I was just being hyperbolic when I said pew. But even the people that I may think maybe they do deserve to get flicked off the face of the earth, I would advocate for it to be done in a humane way if I was going to condone it. So okay, to be clear, so even the people I may feel like deserve to be flicked off the face of the earth, I still wouldn't choose to have it done by public execution by shot to the neck.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
Yeah, wrong got to play. Right. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get out of the vehicle now. Get out of the vehicle now. Burn you. Get out of the vehicle.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he just said I'll burn you. AKA in hood talk, I'm pretty sure that means I'll hit you with the blammy. I'll hit you with the blicky. Pew type shit, if you know what I mean. So you're threatening an officer's life now. This is just horrible I fucking did. Gosh. What was I about to say? Okay, let's think deeper. I want to use this as an example. Now, our racist people of the world would just say, "Yeah, look at these niggers. Niggers ain't shit. This is what niggers do. Fuck them all. You know, we're not shocked. The usual suspects. I hate them gay ass niggas who they in the comment section of like a crime video, black person. Usual suspects. Shut your faggot ass up. I hate the usual suspect motherfuckers. Ugh, God, let's take a look at your life, motherfucker, before you get on the internet talking shit. I mean, I get it. People gonna get on the internet talking shit, but that's just an annoying comment to me. Just such a smug, sassy, fag comment. Not manly at all. It just pisses me off when it's men. I can see a woman saying some shit like when it's a man. It's like, come on, bro. But so let's go deeper. let's analyze this deeper from the racial standpoint. We can look at this and say niggas ain't shit, and say, oh, this is why I don't like black. Let's just say we're coming from the perspective of a white racist. This is the type of shit why I don't like black people and black people ain't shit. Well, here's why that's a dumb take. I'm gonna touch on it briefly here because AD has a video addressing race, and I want to touch on this same point when we go over that here in a minute. Also, let's get the donations up if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours. So I'm able to think a little more critically. This man is mentally ill. I mean, we can. It's not really. There's a lot of mental illness in the black community. I don't know if I'm trying to. I don't think I'm trying to excuse, but I'm just speaking what's real. So here's the main point. Instead of just saying, yeah, niggers ain't shit and usual suspects, if you were a critical thinker, you would look at this and say something is mentally wrong with this man. He's not acting like this just because his skin is brown, moron. Like, see how dumb that is when you think about, oh, he's black. That's why he's acting like this. Are you fucking retarded? Yes. Oh, they don't see black people as human. They rather just now see if this is a white man doing this, they'd be like, oh, he was mentally ill. He needs help. But when it's blacks, oh, he's just doing this because he's a nigger. See, that's the racism of it. See, racist people, I'm not going to just say racist white people, racist Mexicans, racist Asians, they don't extend that extra compassion and grace to black people. They can just write it off as, oh, that's just what niggers do. But if this was an Asian guy or a white guy or any other guy, I'd be like, oh, maybe he's suffering, maybe he was on drugs, maybe he's suffering from a mental condition. Black people don't get that benefit of the doubt or grace or compassion. We're just acting like this because our skin's brown and we're a nigger. See, that's where these people lack critical thinking skills. What up, Lauren? Maybe he's just stupid. I don't know. But let's just continue. I guess my bigger point is it's hard to hate people and things when you have a deeper understanding of people and things. See, hate exists like on a surface level. It exists on an ignorant surface level of things. I mean, what percentage of, let's just use racist white rednecks, what percentage of them have actually studied the history of black people in America other than, oh, they used to be slaves? I mean, what percentage of racist, let's just use racist whites since that's the example that's always used. What percentage of racist whites actually ever did a deep dive and researched about black people, redlining, what is it, Jim Crow, everything that happened, uh, government agency programs to keep black people down and shit? Like, what percentage of racist people just in general do you think done the research on that? I mean, to be fair, but see, this is why I think bigger. I see the bigger picture. Most people ain't doing research on shit because most people are dumb as fuck. They're not taking no time out of their day to read longer than a couple of sentences max. That's just humanity. I ain't talking about no particular race. So yeah, of course not. Of course the average racist white person or average white person, period, hasn't really looked too much into it. Because, well, the easy way out is, oh, they're niggers and this is how just niggers act. But really, it's a culture thing, and it's a shit. The pain and trauma in our fucking DNA and mental illness in our fucking DNA plays a part in it too, and the conditions we grew up in, and yeah, the culture. That's really what it is. So if you have a deep understanding of all those things, it's hard for you to just say, oh yeah, I hate black people, because they act out in X, Y, and Z ways when you really have a deeper understanding of it. I don't think of an analogy I can use of, if you had a deeper understanding of something, it would be harder to hate it. Um, okay, I don't know if this is a good analogy or not. Let's say some guy was speeding in traffic and crashed into your car. And let's say you didn't really get hurt. Your car is totaled, so you're totally pissed. You're totally pissed at this guy. You hate this guy for crashing in your car from speeding and swerving in and out the lanes. And you got to put through all this hassle to get your car fixed. Let's just say it's a whole ordeal. Other stuff in your life get messed up because you had to get your car fixed. Like you lose your job. It's a whole ordeal. You didn't get injured. There's no real lifelong consequences to what happened. But you hate him. You hate this motherfucker. You lost your job. You had to get your car fixed. You hate this motherfucker, right? He was swerving. The asshole was swerving in and out of lane, speeding. But then let's say somehow you found out his pregnant wife was bleeding out and he had to hurry up and rush to get to the hospital. You probably wouldn't hate him at that point once you learn that piece of information. You'd be like, well, damn, I would have did the same thing if my pregnant wife was bleeding out and I had to try to rush to the hospital. I would have did the same thing. You probably wouldn't hate that motherfucker after you found out that piece of information. You see what I'm saying? I think that was a good analogy. And here's the thing, like, let's get the likes up. I got 9 people watching, only 4 likes. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. So it goes back to some people will say, well, yada yada yada, black people are still accountable for their actions. And I would say, well, yeah. Let me put it like this. The American black nigger is a white man experiment gone wrong. I'm gonna say that again. The American black nigger is a white man's experiment gone wrong. So the white man brought the black man to this country, enslaved them for how many hundreds of years, didn't let them free, and then systematically kept them down and fucked them over for decades after that. So that's the white man creating the black American nigger. The white man could have easily said, hey, come over here, black people, let's build this thing together and be a family. And let's just say we go with the narrative that, blacks were just monkeys living in the woods and eating bananas, right? Okay, even if we go with that narrative, if white people were so great and benevolent, why not bring the monkey black people over and educate them and build them up to be as good as you, and then y'all could build the country up together and be a happy family if you're such great, wonderful people. Hey, you could have easily done that, right? The fuck out of here. So, but anyway, back to my point. Back to my point. You created a monster who isn't accountable. So, I don't want to go down the road of no matter what, we're gonna forever blame white people for black people's actions. Like, let me think of another analogy. You can't create a monster and then when the monster is wilding out and not being accountable, saying, "Monster, why aren't you accountable for your actions?" Because that's how you made me, Whitey. Yeah, you destroyed me to the point where I'm not accountable for my actions, and you set off some dominoes to now where the cycle is going to continue. Now I'm not accountable for my actions, and then I'm going to raise my kids to not be accountable for their actions, and they're going to grow up in these fucked up conditions that traces back to you creating us monsters. You see what I'm saying? So I used to think differently on this recently, but here's my question. Here's my question. And I agree, higher ups don't want the lower to be intelligent. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're evil, you don't want the lower people to be on your level. Well, I get it. I don't want to go down that road. But yeah, I agree, Spirit. But look, here's the question that I want all of y'all to ponder. And I really want y'all to answer me too here. Answer me in the comments, please. Is it the white people's responsibility to fix the black issue in America? Or is it black people's responsibility to fix their issues in America? I used to think differently about this, but now I'm not sure how I feel about it. Whose responsibility is it to fix the black issue in America? Can I get some answers in a comment what y'all think? I really want to know. I'm really curious. Whose responsibility is it to fix the black issue in America? Now, okay, let's go deeper. Okay. Because this is where I'm trying to be a devil's advocate here. And I'm just working this all out in my head in front of y'all. I didn't plan to talk about this or anything. This is all just freestyle off the top of the dome. Wait, where's Flower? Anyway, so the white people of today would say, well, look, I didn't create the problem. I didn't enslave black people. I didn't set up Jim Crow. I wasn't hosing them down in the 60s. I had nothing to do with what my father or grandfather or great grandfather did to black people. Okay, that's fair. I mean, they're right. They're right. So I just don't have the answer. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I'm trying to figure it out in front of y'all. Let's see. What up, Ricardo? It can't possibly be my so-called enemy's responsibility to fix my problems. But what if they created your problems, John? Maybe I guess that's what enemies do, right? So maybe that's stupid. Enemies are going to create problems for you, right? I don't know, man. I guess I'm coming from the standpoint of a lot of white men feel like Earth is their turf. You know, they've conquered the world. The white man conquered the world. Is that fair to say? The white man conquered the world. Yeah, that's fair to say. That's a true statement. Uh-oh. Did I piss Lauren off? Oh well. Look, uh anyway, look, the white man conquered the world. Especially the white alphas. They feel like turf is their turf. This is our shit. We conquered it through whatever means. So okay, let's just say I'm rolling with their logic. Earth is your turf. So since Earth's your turf and you're the most dominant race, you're the smartest, you're the best, you're the this, okay, let's say I roll with it. So if that's true, then yeah, the black issue in America is for the white man to fix. He's the grand master conqueror of the world. So if he's the grand master conqueror of the world, then yeah, it's his fucking problem. If you rule the world, white man, which is kind of true, then yeah, it's your fucking problem to fix. I mean, yeah, and we don't even got to throw in the fact that yeah, your ancestors created the problem. So yeah, as of today, I'm rolling with I'm rolling with yeah, it's the white man's responsibility. He's the ruler of the world. So if you're the ruler of the world, all the problems in the world are for you to fix. Duh. So yeah, I might change my mind tomorrow. But today, my philosophy is yes, it's the white man's responsibility to fix the black issue in America. Yep.
Huh?
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
I don't know how we went on this tangent. I can't believe I pissed Lauren off. That's a first. I guess we'll see if she comes back. I might have finally ran off one of my last few female supporters. I don't think I said nothing that crazy, did I, guys? But see, this is what I'm talking about, man. Now, I'm not gonna shit on Lauren. We got a good rapport. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Lauren. All right? She's still the sis as of now. And even if she'd ever come back, I still appreciate her. Um well, okay, let me be clear about what I just said. Okay, I was sort of being hyperbolic, but okay, Lauren's still here. So, okay, well, since you're here, Lauren, okay, I'm glad you stayed. Well, yeah, please express yourself, Lauren. Express what's bothering you, sis. I'm not beating up on white people, am I? I mean, I'm being somewhat hyperbolic, somewhat, just a little bit. We just doing a thought experiment, y'all. We're just doing a thought experiment. But okay, speaking of what just seemed, since Lauren seemed to get a little irritated, I want to speak on this, and this isn't towards you, Lauren. This is just in general. We have a lot of butt hurt white people these days. We got black fatigue. Oh, everybody acts like we the enemy. I don't want to fucking hear that. I don't want to fucking hear white people complaining about shit. Okay, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Look, okay, look. As a black man, I don't want to hear a white man complaining about how hard he got it. I think that's fair. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. And maybe I'm sounding ignorant today. Y'all could check me in the comment section. Look, I don't have a problem personally with white people. I mean, obviously I got a problem with bad people, and there's plenty of bad white people, but I don't have a problem with them because they're white. I got a problem with them because they're bad people. I'm not a hurt black man. I hope I never come across like that because I don't think I am. I'm not butthurt about the races. They get annoying sometimes, but I'm just not somebody who get butthurt about shit. I accept that human beings are dog shit as a whole. I could pretty much sum up a lot of issues to just humans are dog shit. All races of humans are dog shit. Um. Oh yeah, I don't really want to make it about race, but I'll say this: to all the white people in America who butt hurt and mad, and you frustrated with whether it's you frustrated with the blacks or frustrated with this man and woman, the fuck up. That's my message to you. I don't hate you. I love you. I as a human, have compassion for you. I care about you in a sense. I can try to sympathize with some of the things that maybe you go through.
Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! Stop the vehicle! Stop the vehicle now! Stop the vehicle now! Get out of the vehicle now!
My baby
Out of the vehicle
fine.
now!
Please get
Now!
away from me.
Now!
We didn't do anything.
Get out of the vehicle now!
Why are you
Get out of the vehicle now!
No.
Get out of the vehicle now!
No.
Florida Central, get me somebody here now! Get the off of me!
No! Get the hell out of here!
Take off! Take off! Drive!
Your position as a man. This man, this is not a man. This is not a man that's playing the man role in this family or whatever you want to call it. You're telling your woman, this is horrible leadership as a man. But she picked him, so hey. You're telling your, let's just say it's his wife. You're telling your wife to drive off while a cop is hanging on the car trying to pull me out and arrest me, and you're telling her to drive off. That's the best course of action in your mind right now. It's just horrible leadership. You're putting your whole family in a position to be deleted. So yeah, this is horrible.
Fucking drive! Don't drive! Drive! 57 Ford Central, vehicle took off.
All right, so this is just a quick explanation of the modern day racist, uh, and the disguise, right? Now, there's a difference between facts and racism, but these two things are very difficult to tell, especially if you didn't grow up.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna rewind that a couple more seconds. But yeah, if you appreciate this brain massaging we're doing this morning, hit the donate button. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. I may have lost one of my biggest contributors today, but fuck it. Gotta do that sometime, man. Gotta exercise the mind.
Up in areas that were like a big melting pot, like areas I grew up in. All right, so this is just a quick explanation of the modern day racist, and the disguise, right? Now, there's a difference between facts and racism, but these two things are very difficult to tell, especially if you didn't grow up in areas that were like a big melting pot, like areas I grew up in when I was a kid. So in areas where I grew up as a kid, it was mixed with a lot of blacks, a lot of whites, just people from it was mostly black and whites in different positions of that. Richer blacks, poorer blacks, richer whites, poorer whites, but we would all go to the same high schools, right? And this is where like these guys, like there was always a solid 10 to 15 Charlie Kirk type of white dudes walking around there, or even like the last guy Myron from I can't remember the Fresh and Fit guys. There's always some guys like that who will say, "Oh, I'm just saying the facts, bro. Like I'm just saying the facts." Now, especially the younger generation will probably 100% fall for that because they just heard the word facts or fact. Now, and I'm not saying facts are wrong. In fact, facts are the primary basis of development and growth. Once you can acknowledge facts, now you can learn them, mature, and go off and grow into a better human, right? But see, where these Myrons and these Charlie Kirks and these Thomas Sowell kind of guys, where these guys will use facts as essentially being just a modern day racist slash Uncle Ruckus situation, is where these groups of people never ever they can never on an instant regurgitate any fact that is not against a population that's already has some hate on it. They can't do it. It's always against the lesser people. They immediately can just regurgitate facts, almost as if it's an orgasm, and it's like when they're done, it's like, ooh, they just get immediately relaxed after. It's like, oh yeah, I got it out, kind of thing, right? Now again, the younger generations, maybe they don't really know how to see it and feel it out, but the older people can immediately see it and tell. So like I said, see a guy like a Charlie Kirk. See, I see there was at least 10 of those guys in my high school that I'm just saying the facts as their escape way out of being raised. It's a racially fueled, statement that he would say, but he'll just escape by saying it's just facts, right? Now, let's use a thought experiment. For example, let's use, because okay, with these Charlie Kirks and these Myron Gaines kind of guys, they always have black friends, they always have to say it out loud, and with literally zero proof at all, except for maybe one.
All right, Lauren is still down with the channel. She donated $5. Everybody, shout out Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. This is for you. $5 down, 10 to go to keep me on 2 hours.
You can fuck with me if you wanted to. A hundred motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. Hey, this is a problem. Nobody solved it. You can hate and pop a regardless. Work to see this is first grade. I've been in it, bitch. You got a girl, but it's cool. I ain't gonna tell shit. You know niggas love those shit with money. You know niggas love those shit with money. You know niggas love those shit with money. You ain't no fuck with no boss, bitch. I turn you out. When the women hold you down, baby, supposed to drown. Stone sets, I got more with gas. Jealousy, let it go. Results could be tragic. I push to see another backseat girl. I push to see another backseat girl.
Okay, I watched this video this morning, so I didn't know how to feel about it I don't know if he articulated it quite the way he was trying to articulate it. But let me see if I can reframe it. Okay. Well, I think I just broke this down. Yeah, you can cite stats and say whatever, black people ain't shit because look at this stat, look at that stat, look at this stat. And you could basically use stats to justify racism. But how can I put this? That only works if you stay really surface level. Like, it goes back to what I said. If you just don't look into why. Okay, let's just say black men between the ages of 18 and 30 commit the most crime in America. And okay, we're going to use that to, I guess, hate black men. But it's about looking into why do 18 to 30-year-old black men commit the most crime. I don't know if that stat is true, but I wouldn't be shocked if it is. Why is that? Is it just because they were born brown? Is that these people's argument? I don't think that was Charlie Kirk's argument. I heard him talk about race, and I agree with most of the stuff he ever said about race. Or I agree with most of the things he said about the black issue in America and what's causing it. Now, what's bro name? And see this is why I'm able to still watch certain people who some people may say is racist. I liked watching Charlie Kirk debate. But what's the dude we went over the other day? Gavin McInnes? I think he's funny. But he said some shit the other day that we went over. I'm like, come on, bro. Are you serious? But I don't get so butthurt to where it's like, oh, I'll never watch him again. Because I'm not some, butthurt snowflake. Even if he is racist, I can still appreciate what I appreciate about him. But you know what he said if you were here. He said something about, oh, it's different if you become a stepdad to a white kid, but if you become a stepdad to a black kid, that's like a lost cause. At least if you become a stepdad to a white kid, you could be fixing something. But basically, if it's a black kid, he's unfixable. Like, what? That's just stupid. Like, And it's just not true. I mean, because what is that? So there are no good black people in the world. That's just factually untrue. So I just, yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Racist people use stats to justify their racism. Um, but it would only truly justify it. Well, I guess it still wouldn't justify it because hatred doesn't do anything. I mean, hating black people, even if it's true that black people are bad because they're black, hating black people doesn't solve anything. Like, even if it was true, like, even if it was true, being born black makes you a bad person. You hating black people doesn't do anything for you or doesn't do anything to solve the issue. So that's why racism is still stupid. So that's why there can never be a justification for racism. I mean, some would say just hatred in itself is stupid. You know? Oh, but it goes back to something I used to think about. Goes back to a question I used to ask myself. Can something be true and racist, or is it not racist if it's true? You know what I mean? Like, can something be sexist and true, or if it's sexist, it's not true? I mean, I guess I know the answer to that, but it's the question that I want to pose to certain woke people because they'll make it seem like just because something is racist, it's not true. So, for example, a racist person can use the whole thing about black kids read at a what is the stat? Basically, black kids are reading way below where they should be reading. Essentially, now, yeah, a racist white person could use that as a stat. Like, yeah, look, stupid niggers can't even read. They could, but it's still true. Like, even regardless of how you use the fact, it's still the fact. But whatever, let's continue.
That one random black dude you'll see. But hear me out. Let's just say that it's 100% true. Let's say Charlie Kirk had 10 black friends. Let's say Myron Gaines has 10 black friends. And let's say Thomas Sowell has 10 black friends, right? Now, entertain me on this. This is a thought experiment because, of course, we can't prove it because now they can just you can come across this or they'll know what we're getting at, so they'll tell people what to say. But hear me out. This is a thought experiment. Let's say Myron. Is his name Myron Gaines? Whatever the guy's name is from the Fresh and Fit guys, or let's take a Charlie Kirk when he was alive, right? Because they always got a black friend. They always have black friends, always, right? If you're over 30, you already know the whole speech. I have black friends. He was at my wedding. It's always that. They'll literally invite that black friend strictly for that reason, so they can balance off their self-hatred kind of thing. So, but here's a thought experiment. Let's say we take Myron, right?
Let me touch on this. I'm gonna keep saying butt hurt because it's very important to this conversation. So hold on. Let me take a few swigs in my root beer. Let me put it on mute. I don't want to be rude. Here's the here's the problem, or here's the thing. Okay, Charlie Kirk. Sometimes he may have come across a little smug. And here's the thing about these people who do this. Charlie Kirk know all the stats about black people not being shit. And I think, for example, how can I'll just say this. He was probably smart enough to know that black people aren't doing these bad things because they're black, just because their skin's brown and they're just born this way. I heard him say it's the culture, it's the lack of fathers in the home, and that's true. But Charlie Kirk and Gavin McInnes, they're butthurt about black people. Like the question is, like, okay, here's the thing: there's white people who actively go out of their way to help black people as a whole, as a group in America. There's plenty of white people who go above and beyond to try to fix the black issue and genuinely help black people from the bottom of their fucking hearts. And they know all the stats too. What I'm trying to say is this. How can I put this? Is there a difference between not liking black people and being racist? Like, I could see how somebody could feel like, based on certain things that Charlie Kirk said or his tone or whatever smugness, like this guy doesn't like black people. Because of the difference between not liking black people and hating black people or wanting black people to die. Yeah, I think there is a difference. I think there is a difference. I mean, because there's levels to everything, right? It could have been true that beneath all the words or whatever what he says, just generally speaking, Charlie Kirk may have not liked black people as a whole. But is that terrible? Hey, maybe I don't like black people that much, like on average. Well, look, let's just we're really about to break this down. I don't like the nigga shit, but I don't know if it's smart enough or whatever, aware enough. I don't associate nigga shit with just being black, if that makes sense. Like I know nigga shit isn't blackness because I know plenty of black people who's not on nigga shit. So here's the thing. It's hard to judge if somebody is racist or not unless they say, "Yeah, I'm racist." I'm racist. I mean, unless they say that, it can be an ambiguous thing to try to pinpoint. I mean, to be fair, anybody who's doing public speaking, addressing the problems in America, the black issue is a big problem in America. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no getting around that. So, in a way, I feel like AD is saying, why are you obsessing overall? Why are you always bringing up black people and the problems with black people? Well, for one, it's a conservative talking point. So if you want to blow up in that space, it would serve you to talk about how the blacks are bad and they're committing all the crimes. It's a conservative talking point. It's a popular topic on that side. So I mean, it makes sense as far as his political endeavors and trying to get clicks. It makes sense on that level. So that's another thing with these public figures and people who possibly going to run for office. You really can't pinpoint what their motivations are, if he's really racist or if he's just trying to get clicks or if he's just trying to rise to power in the conservative space. There's really no telling. There really is no telling. But once again, that's why I don't get butthurt about these people and these things. Now here's the thing I want to touch on. AD seems bothered. I don't know if I seem bothered. I'm just talking. I don't know if that's the vibe y'all getting, that I'm bothered. Please let me know below. Like that I'm just genuinely bothered. AD seems genuinely bothered. Like I'm not roasting him. This the bro. I fuck with AD heavy. As y'all know, y'all don't need me to tell you I fuck with him heavy. He's in every one of my videos damn near. But he seems upset a little bit. And I pretty much and preaching to everybody, none of this shit is really worth getting upset about. Like, like, like for example, there's a lot of white people who would hear this conversation and get upset at some of the things I'm saying. There's no point in getting upset because humans suck. So just get over it. Stop getting triggered by the fact that humans suck. Black, white, Puerto Rican, and otherwise, gay, straight, Democratic, Republican, people suck. So you're gonna have a rough life if people suck and triggers you to a certain point. We all get annoyed and mad at shit certain time, but you know what I mean. Um, that's very important, people. It's also a very important aspect of thinking critically and logically. If you're in your feelings, you're not going to be thinking critically and logically. If you, I mean, you could get a little irritated, but I'm talking about really getting triggered and bothered for real, for real. Once you get to that point, you're not thinking critically and logically anymore. So I'm at a place that's why I can't let this shit like really bother me like that. But like that's why certain people could say that extreme stuff. Oh, he deserved it, or aha, laughing at him because he got you know executed. Like, bro, you're not thinking rationally. If you talking about oh he deserved it or aha, because you basically let what that man said get you that worked up and in your feelings, which is weak. The same thing with Donald Trump. That's the one reason why I didn't want him to win. I didn't want to hear another 4 years of everybody bitching about this man. I don't care if the Orange Man is the second coming of the Hler. Like it just, I'm that type of person. Like it just is what it is. Even if the Orange Man, causes a blue harbor boss. I think y'all know what I mean when I say Buchler Baba boss. It just is what it is. Nothing I could do about it. So it ain't no point in me running around with veins popping out of my neck talking about the Orange Man is gonna cause a nuclear blah 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 blah. If he do, I guess that's the end of us. I'm not about to walk around butt hurt and mad and veins popping out of my neck every day about it though. Because what the fuck is that gonna do? That's why I don't understand Trump derangement syndrome and none of that. Actually, funny story. When I wake up in the morning, for some reason, because I go to sleep with YouTube on the TV, every morning when I wake up, for somehow there's this liberal YouTube channel that's always popping up, and I'm like, how the hell did this pop up on my algorithm? Every morning I wake up to some butthurt liberal fag talking about what Trump did wrong today. Like, oh man, stop. I mean, I guess he make money off of it, so I get that aspect of it. But there's people like that in real life who don't make money off of it. They wake up every day and complain, did you see what Trump did today? Man, move on with your fucking life. Regardless of what he did, if he just dropped a nuke on the country and we about to get one drop back on us, you bitching about it and getting mad about it that day ain't gonna change shit. So that's my point about just being butthurt about people. It's no point. It isn't.
The fresh and fit dude. And then let's say we take supposedly the 5 friends who work for him, right? So now we have 6 people, right? We have Myron, who's not black, and then we have his 5 actually black friends, right? Now, to tell the difference between knowledge and racism, posing as knowledge. Let's say we have a room.
Let's stop there. He's comparing knowledge and racism. I don't know if that's a good comparison. Am I missing something? Okay. Knowledge and racism. I don't know if those are the contrast things, are they? Y'all help me out below. I'm gonna let it play. Well, actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back. Look, because I don't want to miss nothing he says. But actually, he's probably saying what I just said, because I said it's hard to be racist when you actually have in-depth knowledge. So that's why he's probably making that comparison. Okay, so that makes sense. That's probably like what I was just saying. But all right, I'll be right back. Okay, let me touch on what Flower just said. Hold on. Where the heck is my phone? Flower said, "Oh, can you hand me that phone?" So let's see. Spirit says young generation and woke people don't know how to have common sense or study history to debate it. Okay, Flower said racism is illogical and self-defeating, but pattern recognition is logical and self-preservation. Okay. So that go back to the facts argument. So okay. So with that statement, so non-black people recognize the pattern recognition that a lot of black people ain't shit. So okay, and they want to be self-preserving by avoiding black people because they notice the pattern of black people not being shit. Now, is that racist, chat? What is that? Is that racism? I noticed a pattern of, let's just say they say I noticed a pattern that 70% of black people ain't shit. So just to self-preserve, I don't want anything to do with black people. I'm gonna avoid 100% of them just so I don't run into one of the 70%ers as self-preservation. Is that racism? It's logically sound, though, isn't it? So can something be logically sound and racist? Or if it's logically sound, can it be wrong? Is it racist but not wrong, or is it like, come on, let's figure this out. Is it could that sounds like the logic checks out. My pattern recognition shows me that 70% of black people ain't spit. So to preserve myself, I'm gonna avoid black people. That logic checks out. So, but we say it is racist, but maybe it's racist and not wrong because it logically checks out. Or is it still wrong even though it logically checks out because it's racist? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let's say we have a room that is completely blocked off from everything, and we bring in Myron, and we ask Myron about black people. What's the crime rates among black people? What's the obesity rates among black people? What's every negative thing you can know about a black person, all the stats. And Myron will be able to tell you to the exact decimal He will tell you to the thousandth percentage of all of them. See, I'm thinking of one guy, Tyler, from my high school now. This white dude. He was one of those Myrons and Charlie Kirks. That guy will tell you exactly the crime rate in Missouri right now, like off the top of his head, right? As if it's a goal in life. Now, Myron comes in the room. Yes, black people do this. Blah, 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 blah. I say, okay, thank you, Myron. Next, let's just say Daryl. Daryl, come in. Hey, Daryl, do you know the crime rates of black people in America? Daryl won't know that shit. He'll know there's a number behind it, but he won't. He'll be like, well, I mean, I guess it's high. If I had to guess, maybe like I don't know. If I had to guess, I don't know, 40%, something like that. Well, Myron, what's the rate of single rate fathers? I mean, single mothers in a black neighborhood in the state of Arkansas? The black dude be like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's high shit. I don't know. I gotta think about it. And then the interview will go, okay, thank you, Daryl. Go by. Alex, come in. Yeah, Alex comes and sits down in the room.
Here's the thing, and I always say this. Let's. I'm gonna be clear about this. So there's levels to everything. There's levels to racism. Now, I always say this thing in my head when racial issues come up. I always say I don't necessarily have a problem with people being racist as long as they don't act on it. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but I always say in my head, like, okay, if you racist, you don't like black people, cool, but just don't be a bitch about it. Just don't be a little bitch about it. You don't gotta hang out with us. You don't gotta invite us to your house. Just live your life. I'm not bothering you. You not bothering me. See, the racists I have a problem with, you go in a room and they staring at you and they sucking their teeth and rolling their eyes and giving you all this like, come on, now you being a little punk. Just keep it G. Like, you don't gotta like it's no law that say you gotta like black people. But just don't be a little punk about it. You know? There's a lot of stuff I don't like. There's a lot of people I don't like, but I'm still cordial and respectful and I'm still a decent human being. Because God's watching. I ain't about to let you mess up my karma. It's one of those things like, yeah, you don't have to necessarily like or want to be around black people, but you also don't gotta treat black people like crap. Because let's be real, I mean that's your karma. I say it at the end of my episodes. How people treat you is their karma, how you treat others is your karma. Now, granted, if you come in contact with a black person who just on some BS, you're justified to treat them a certain way. But when you staring down random black people just walking down the street, now now we got a problem. That's why I say it's levels to everything. So I mean, but see, so to touch on what AD is talking about, these white people who just seem to be obsessed with black people and quoting the stats of how black people ain't shit. Okay, bro, like, okay, what now? Okay, move on with your life, bro. We get it. That's being a little bitch about it. If every time I see you quoting the stats to show how black people ain't spit, but we don't ever see you doing nothing to help the problem other than quoting stats, then yeah, you a bitch ass nigga for that, or a punk ass bitch for that. But that now I lose respect for you. So I get that maybe that's people's criticism for Charlie Kirk. But I don't know if Charlie Kirk did a reach out program to black people. I don't know. But you just going around the country saying, look at these stats, black people ain't shit, isn't helping this cause. So that's the valid criticism I could see people having towards Charlie Kirk. But like I said, even with all that said, didn't deserve to get shot in the neck. Like, I just want, I mean, all I ask of anyone of any race and any economic background, any whatever, religion, sexual orientation, just be a decent human being. And I think you can not like black people and still be a decent human being. Because it's not about what you like or how you feel. It's about how you treat people and what you do in my opinion. Just like the whole thing about, I mean, this is a bad analogy, but and I always thought this was crazy. No, no, open that one. I'll open that one. The analogy I would use is um the analogy I would use is, and I don't know how true this is, but y'all can tell me what you think. Um, gay people who are really religious, so they don't practice homosexuality. I mean, they're attracted to men, but they don't practice it because they're that devoted. I would imagine there's people like that. They're that devoted to their Christianity that, even though I'm sexually attracted to men, I'm not going to partake in it because I'm just that devoted to Christ. It's kind of like one of those things. Like, yeah, I kind of don't really like black people, but I'm not going to do anything bad to black people, or I'm not going to be mean to black people. I'm still going to treat black people the way I want to be treated, even though I kind of don't like them. So if the definition of racism is not liking black people, I don't think it's that big of a deal to be racist. If that's all it is, or I just kind of don't like them. The racism I got a problem with is when you start like treating black people bad, like always talking bad about black people, always bringing up how you hate black. Like, okay, yeah, now that's a problem. That's kind of where I draw the line.
Alex, Alex, do you know the crime rates, or do you know any negative stat, alcoholic rates, HIV rates among black men in North America? He won't know. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. And it would and so on. The actual black people will not know, mostly will not care. You may find one who could tell you like one of the bad stats, but they usually can't elect. It's always the people who are not black, or the people who are black and they think that they'll be accepted by the richer whites. They like it's like they're
Well, no, I think that's a big misconception that the black people who speak out against niggas, which I might be one of those, that we're looking. I mean, maybe I'm sure there are some who are looking for white approval. But y'all know I criticize white people too. But anyway, I don't think most black people in the public sphere that are is criticizing the niggas are doing it to get white approval. That's just me.
get out of jail free card to be seen as good for the white. Like it's like they study this shit, and it's really sad. Like I said, nowadays, I think social media on a whole is confusing facts with racism posing as facts. Because see, here's the thing with the group that uses racism. I mean, I'm sorry, that uses facts as a disguise as racism. See, these groups never know anything negative about white people. They can never say anything negative about it. They can never say anything negative about Europeans, whites. They can never say anything about it. But if you ask them a question about blacks, Indians, they will happily team up against them. See, so I'm going to end it with this, man. My fear with social media and the modern world is and this can kind of go back to the book Animal Farm. You know, like in the book Animal Farm, when the younger generation was growing up and seeing stuff, like they didn't see any of the problem. Like they thought everything was fine. But the older people, I think it was like an older horse or something, like he's seen how society had grown and all of it was a lie and bullshit. And maybe it's just my turn in humanity to go through Animal Farm. Maybe it's my turn in life to be in that position. But I feel sorry for the younger populations who can't tell the difference between facts and okay, what the difference between what is a well-educated, well-rounded fact and then racism posing as factual.
Well, here's the thing. It can be both. It's not really one or the other. Like, okay, if something is true or not, if it's racist or not, is kind of irrelevant. So I don't. Is it a fact or is it racism disguised as a fact? No, it's either a fact or it's not a fact. Racism aside. if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to see if I'm getting what he's trying to say. I mean, obviously, if somebody states something that they're saying is a fact, you should fact check it. But more importantly, even if it is true, you should ask yourself, well, why did that person tell me that? Or what is the conclusion he wants me to come to based on that fact? See, that's the important part. First, I mean, of course, fact check whatever they said, for sure. Don't just accept it because, well, that's another bad thing. Black people have a bad reputation, so somebody could just spew a fact that's bad about black people, and you'll just believe it because you'll be like, well, yeah, a lot of black people do be on bullshit, so I'll just believe it and not fact check it. So definitely check the fact, but more importantly, ask yourself, okay, well, even if you it checks out as a fact, why did you tell me that, and what conclusion do you want me to come to based on that, and why? And why is it so important to you either way? Oh, black kids are high school black kids are reading at a 4th grade level. Okay, thanks for telling me that, but what do you want me to do with that information? Are you trying to convince me that black people are stupid? Okay, and even if they, let's just say they are, like, what do you want me to hate them now? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Like, what was Charlie Kirk's point? Like, he always cited the stats about how, okay, black people ain't shit. Okay, now what? Why are you telling me this, Charlie? Are you saying this helping to make it better or what? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just because it was a popular conservative talking point. Um, this is a pretty heavy stream, y'all. I hope something good came from it. I'm gonna leave. I'll catch y'all tonight between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time. I hope something positive came from this.
What kind of shit is that?
Follow me on Rumble. Join my backup YouTube channel, link below. It's called Modern Dating Gone Wrong, in case this channel get deleted. Check out merch, link in the description. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month. It really helps the channel. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Even the blacks. Even be nice to the blacks because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life, ever. Matter of fact, I got one more thing to say. If all y'all haven't left already. You know, man, there really is a lot of people who have a deep hatred for black people, and it's almost irrational. I don't want to say it's irrational. Like, how can I put it? Well, it is irrational. The only way it would be rational is if, let's just say you was a white family living in a black neighborhood and black people literally terrorize you personally and your family every day. Then it would be rational. Like the hatred that I'm talking about that I see online and that sometimes I see in person that people have for black people, it's irrational. Because a lot of it is based off of what they see on the internet and what they see on TV. And even if it is a few bad personal experiences, it's not to the extent that would justify the level of hatred that so many people have for the black race. It really is an irrational hatred, to, like the extent that it goes. So yeah, I really hope for all the people who are racist and hateful towards blacks and towards any group or whatever demographic, people who hate Trump, I really hope they find a way to get some healing in their heart because that shit is just sick, sad, and it's just gonna eat you alive from the inside. But yeah, Satan loves it. Satan fucking loves it. And he's doing the electric slide every time we're at each other's throats. And every time we find a new reason to hate our fellow man. But all right, I'm out.